see right now, without LeBron, Lakers are struggling.
Let me tell you about a team I hate, all right? I know the Dallas Cowboys fan is here, so I had to make sure he knew how much I hate this team.
I'm ready.
I've often said that the people who run baseball, they try very hard to ruin it.
I'm from Brooklyn. I don't have a problem saying it to his face. Oh, I'm from Brooklyn. Hey, guys, any...
This is a presentation of Northeast Streaming Sports. You're listening to the Captain Jack Sports Show on Northeast Streaming Sports.
It's slow. Sorry. It's getting better. Hopefully, let's see if this will make it a little better. Hello, everybody. How you doing? I know I am early. I know that hopefully we will have. I know this time for sure. I am on Instagram. I am on YouTube. I am on the Northeast Streaming Sports YouTube. I'm also on the Northeast Streaming Sports Network. What do you call it? Roku stream. Couple Facebook streams. And I'm on Twitch. Speaking of Twitch, my God, I need, and it's already been in the what do you call it? In the comments section. Again, if you are watching anywhere, I see some people popping in on Instagram. Thank God that I can actually see that now, because I wasn't able to see it before. And I thought it was on Instagram, but I wasn't. But I am now. I know about that. So if you want to come in, hit the YouTube link. Yeah, we did. And again, I'm going to go back and forth between comments. Was it Chuck and Faye Adventures? We got smacked around. Wrong quarterback by the Lovelock chapter of the Black Hole. Again, come into the show. I can see the comments on IG. Thank God. Last time I did this, and I believe with Heavy Chevy as well. Hey, Thrash, how you doing? I don't understand. I don't understand why. Can you not call for a measurement before the fucking officials say it's a first down? Can you not call for a measurement? That's one thing. And then not going for it on fourth down. I think the one time that when we kicked the field, it was the field goal miss, I think. Wasn't it the field goal miss? I know that we kicked the field goal and then we called for a field goal and we missed it. And that was surprising because, again, Carlson is pretty much guaranteed getting it. Defense was playing good for a while. In the first half, they played well. The running for the Garglers was contained in the first half. They got tired, I guess. And I agree with Lazarus 8. The offensive line was horrible. And hey, how you doing there, Gster64? Hello. Defense was playing, but yes, and I'm going to see a little bit of everything. Now, and thank you, Chris Lentz. I'm going to push this up here, okay? Because again, I will say this: I did not show the fucking remark. Okay, I didn't have audio. I did not have audio. I was in a sports bar. That pissed me off. There was about 3 Buccaneers fans watching the Bucs games. About 3. It was punt on 4th. Yeah, okay. Yeah, Voorhees. I was just saying, there was a time when we should have went for it. It was about 7 minutes to go in the game, right? Something like that. Now, and by the same token, I don't understand why he went for it on 4th down at our 30 fucking yard line, which immediately led to a field goal that they had. He showed balls at the wrong time. He coached like fucking Staley did for the goddamn Garglers. He coached like Staley did. And again, Chuck and Faye, the Adventures. Okay, I didn't hear the audio. It was fucking Tony Romo and Jim Nantz, which probably would have made me gag. But I don't know what happened other than what I saw. I saw Jack Jones in altercation. I saw, what is it? Max Crosby in an altercation. I saw one time, I was talking with my buddy Ed about this. I saw one time where our stalwart defensive tackle in the very first quarter should have been called for a personal foul when he rocked the back of some Charger player and wasn't called. I'm going to be fair here. It should have been a fucking call. Quarterback sneak on 4th and 1 was the call, not handoff 5 yards. But yeah, I don't. It was stupid calls. And Ed Winchell saying Luke Getsy is not the best OC pick. That's true. There were plenty of others, but who's going to come to Vegas? Sometimes I don't know who's going to come to Vegas. If you're watching, please share this up. I'm on early. And at 9 o'clock, when the show goes over to the Northeast Streaming Sports Network on Roku, because it's broadcasting there now, but it's not on because we'll have a 9 o'clock. It'll be on at 9 o'clock, so it'll be on in 44 minutes. We're going to go right into the show there. Wombat, how you doing? Good to see you. Hello to you. Look soft and know nothing happening on. Oh, I got it. Personally, AOC needs that starting position. He knows the offense. He knows that offense. He does. And that's what I was saying. If you saw my comments on Facebook, on Instagram, Minshew, oh my God, the lateral fumble, he should have never done that shit. Players cry for Pierce. They damn well better deliver or they only have themselves away. I agree with that, Wombat. Good to see you. Good to see you. Look soft and know nothing happening on. Yeah, a girl dad. Thank you there, JJ. So I'm looking at comments. Yeah, and Zamir White fumbled. When he had a great and the offense was clicking, right? Zamir White, you can't do that at all. I'm early. I'm sorry. I'm early for the show. Cliff the Black Raider, I understand that thing. AOC, what you need to do is AOC. Please don't say AOC. You know that is my one of my pet peeves. AOC is the skinny bitch in New York. I'm sorry. I said it again. AOC is the skinny bitch in New York. He's not the quarterback for the Vegas Raiders. And yeah, and Chuck and Faye was talking about the over-under line for wins, right? I said way over. I said that's an easy bet. 7 wins, that's an easy bet. The way it looks now, I don't think I'm going to get that money. I'll put it up in a minute, Sharif, the call-in link. And by the way, I'm hoping is it a lot of shit that's open because I got the spinning circles of death. I'm looking up. Fuck. There's really nothing. I got to keep the 3 windows up. Defense was good for the first half, and then they got tired. Zamir White, you can't fumble. Fucking Gardner Minshew, you can't lateral fumble. And the Chargers kept us in the game with their penalties in the first half. It would have been worse had the Raiders not had their penalty because their tight end fucked them over a couple times. O-line is concerned. Miller got rocked. Yeah, he did. Like I said, when it's a Charger game, the Raiders looked like shit when it's in SoFi. And I thought I was correct when I said that the Raiders had never won in SoFi. Apparently they have. I just don't remember it. Run defense is trash like it's been for, well, first half there, 0-3 Torch, they were good. Now, granted, and we haven't even spoke about the officials yet. We're going to do that on the NFL Nation live show. Did they have a couple holes that were not called? Probably. A couple different times. Chuck and Faye, the event, we lost it. They didn't beat us. We beat ourselves. But what's pissing me off. I can't stand losing to that fucking team. To me, it's personal. Chris Lentz, I will check the messenger. But somebody, please, somebody tell me. Somebody tell me who threw what punch that led to the melee, because I couldn't hear it. There was no audio. There was no audio. I couldn't hear it. I'm kind of glad because Tony Romo. Tony Romo was fun for a while, and Jim Nance I really can't stand. But somebody tell me, maybe when Shalif comes in, we'll hear about it. We won in 2020 COVID year, but okay. 2020 in the COVID year we won. Okay, thank you there, Raider Joe. I'll take your word for it. And I got you. It's always personal. It's always personal. Okay. We're gonna start with that. I'm gonna put the link up. Okay. If you are watching on, well, I'll try it on Instagram. I'll put the link up. If you want to come into the show, hit the link. It's on Instagram. I don't know if it works. Okay. If you want to come in, I'm putting it up on, what is it? On the, it's on YouTube. Offense, especially meant you do. I know. And that's why I said, you know what? If AOC 12, almost did it myself. I got to take my watch off. This is a friggin', it's a rock. It's a rock. Thanos, I'll be with you in just a second. And again, we are early. We are early. We are early. But I don't know. I don't know what happened with the fight. I don't know. Hit the link. Spanos is a slumlord. I get it. He's a fuckstick. Hopefully, let's see. I will. What I might do is I might. I'm going to send this to a couple of my peeps. Gmail. I'm going to send this out. I see I hear that there are a couple people in. Stand by a second. I know Thanos is in. I'm going to try to send a peep out. If you want, please come into the show. Thank you for being here. I'm going to compose. Where the fuck is compose? There you go. Fuck. Come on, damn it. Is it really this slow? Because I got the three. I know because I got the 3 videos up. Come on, man. Jesus Christ. You're out of, well, if I'm out of focus, it's because of the lag on the RAM. It's the lag on the RAM. Come on. Come on, God damn it. There you go. Paste. Okay, let me get recipients. Okay. Coach defense. Violator, Wayne. Maybe, come on. Where's Violator? We'll get try to get Violator on here. Violator's here. I'm going to hopefully get maybe Hollywood. I know, Ed. I only have 3 windows up. When I send it, I will close the one window. I got to send the email. Okay, Got Coach Defense, Wayne Violator Mabry, and Steve Polong. I don't think I have. Nah. Let's see here. One more. No. No, that's all I can do. I'm going to just do these folks. Sending. Sent. I'm closing one. I got these 3 windows I got to keep up. Okay. So I got the StreamYard window up. Thanos still there, thank God. Positive Philly. Wait a minute. Thank you for everybody. If you're here, thank you for being here. Turnovers, the missed field goal, bad coaching. Yes, I agree. Okay, Chuck and Faye, thank you for that. Bolt Brothers broadcast. Come into the show. I want to hear, seriously, Bolt Brothers, come into the YouTube show. Go to YouTube. I want to hear from you. I want to hear, because Bolt Brothers and Coach Defense are actually Charger fans that I like. I will say that again. Bolt Brothers podcast and Coach Defense are Charger fans I like, and they are analytical. Come on in. Come on, go to YouTube. Please come to YouTube. Okay. Hey, the Raiders are soap opera. This is the role play. Like this is it, but it sucks because I actually thought we were better than. I looked at it analytically, and I thought we were better than this. I really did. I wasn't being a like a glass. Was it rose-colored glasses? Thought we were better than this, and I agree that AOC 12. That's the quarterback, but he needs to learn. He needs to learn to escape the rush a lot better, or he's just going to be a fucking statue back there too. If he can learn that, he will be better than Minshew. He has better arm strength. You saw he played well. Until we have a quarterback of renown, and I've heard Dak Prescott, God help us. I've heard Dak Prescott, but, do we really want that? And, yeah, AOC wouldn't have played any better the way Getsy called the plays. I agree with that. Was that there? Oh, I'm sorry. AOC would not have played any better today the way Getsy called the game and our fucked up offensive line. That is true. Here, I'll put that. Put that for the show. So again, I'm gonna turn in to Black Thanos. Okay. Hey, Black Thanos, your boy won a game in fucking New Orleans today. Just saying. I don't know the amount of yards, but Josh Jacobs looked ordinary. Just saying. Zeus looked good aside from the fucking fumble. Just saying. Okay. How many wins this year? 3-time Super Bowl champ. Hey, at least hopefully 7. Hopefully 7. So I can get some money. Thanos. Give me a mic check, please, sir.
Mic check 1 2. Mic check 1 2. Am I okay?
You are good, brother. How you doing?
All right. Happy Raider season to you, brother. I don't know if you had original plans to go to LA. I booked a flight on May 15th. So I was well prepared, to make the pilgrimage. However, within the last week or so, for personal reasons and just feeling a certain way, I said, I'm going to wait till October for the Rams game. Because for the record, Cap, I was there in 2022 when Carr threw 3 interceptions, and I was baking like a rotisserie chicken in that hot ass place with no AC, and it was hot today.
Yep.
I was there a year ago as O'Connor was sacked 6 times. Look, it takes a fool to lose twice. And like baseball, I was not going to take a 3rd strike, so I decided to walk. To, work the pitcher, work the count to my advantage, and get a walk. Because I just had a bad feeling. The bottom line, my good brother, and this being my 46th season opener and my long tenure as a dedicated Raider fan, the last real Raider alive, I just had a bad feeling, Cap, that it wasn't going to go our way. No matter the quarterback, no matter if the stadium is 95% Raider fans, it doesn't make a difference. Telesco did not do enough. Quarterbacks matter in this league. You've heard me say that phrase before. People like, oh, why don't he shut up and just give the team a chance? Quarterbacks matter. And the first half, it looked, it looked promising. It was a tight game. The defense kept us in it. We were actually up, and slowly but surely, Justin Herbert and company, because of our inability to sustain drives, and I never was in love with the Luke Getsy hire. As I said to you, Cat, right here on your illustrious, esteemed program, how do you get the OC from the team with the worst record in the league a year ago and think he's going to help you in some magnificent way is beyond my comprehension. And I saw a playbook out of 1964. I had to check who the president was. What's that, Cap?
I agree, but now let me ask a question, because that begs the first question. I agree, but who did you want as the OC who was available at the time that Luke Getsy was available? I ask you that because it's one of those things. Don't tell me there's a problem and then not offer me a solution. Who was an OC that was available and was possibly enamored enough to come to the Raiders this year? That's a question.
Well, Cat, I don't get paid to make those decisions. I pay my good money to see a qualified, competent product on the field, going on a half a century of dedication, blood, sweat, and tears. Now, we know what happened to the Kingsbury, whatever his name is, that debacle, and he moonwalked out of there like Michael Jackson. Maybe he knew something we didn't know at the time. And in terms of what current OCs at that time, people get promoted all the time. However, I was never in agreement with it. I don't get paid to scour the country and conduct interviews for the Raiders. That's not my job description. They get my money to put a competent product on the field.
Hey, I never Sharif, I never said that you did. But what I would like, if and only I'm going to lay this on you, because again, I agree with you, but only if you have the time. And maybe you won't, and I understand that, but only if you have the time, because I probably certainly don't. I know you're busy too.
That's right.
Is go back in time and say who was available that might have been a better OC choice than Luke Getsy. Because I talked with Tim Shanley, my buddy that's a Bears fan, and I like to get information from people that know. And he said he wasn't a good hire, and he's a Bears fan. It's kind of like when I spoke with Bruce Gradkowski. Yes, that Bruce Gradkowski. When he came over. Actually, no, he wasn't even on the Raiders yet. He was with the offensive line, or one of the offensive coordinators from LSU at the bar in Tampa when I was bouncing there. God, that's a long time ago when I actually bounced, right? Okay. So I asked him, I said, hey, tell me about Jamarcus Russell. And he kind of gave me the same expression that Cedric Hardman. You know who Cedric Hardman? He played for the Raiders too, and he played for the Redskins. He was in the movie Stir Crazy. Remember the guy who said, "Hey, what about this?" He said, "You can kiss the baby." Yeah, that's Cedric Hardman. He was a football player turned actor. We haven't seen that.
That's right.
Yeah. So the guy who was an offensive guy. I'm sorry, what?
I said that Matuzak was in that too, if I remember correctly. Stir Crazy.
Stir Crazy? I
could be wrong, but I think it's
maybe.
I think he made a cameo in that as well. I'm gonna watch that movie later tonight. Now that you bring it up,
I'd have to look.
I'm about 70% sure he was in there.
I'm giving you homework, but when you come on, you can say whether he did or not. But I know that Cedric Hardman was the guy who actually had that line, "You can kiss the baby."
Yeah, he had a speaking part. Exactly.
Well, the guy from LSU, right? The guy from LSU gave me about the same look that Cedric Hardman said, and he's like, he was talking about Jamarcus, and he said. He shook his head. He goes, "You guys are not going to like that pick," or something along those lines, because he knew. So what I wanted to say is, what did we have? ESPN praising Herbert. He had a bullshit. Herbert sucked today. Minshew had more yards than Herbert did, I believe.
That's right.
But and it's a hard loss because I gotta listen to that millennial fuck on the Wild Wild West show. And I won't see it because I won't dare listen to that fuckwad talk about how great the Garglers are when we gave them the show. And that's why I said, I had Coach Defense was on. I said, Coach, come into the show and hopefully he will. Bolt Brothers broadcast was over on my Instagram. Hopefully they will come into the show because I respect them. They have knowledge. And they will call it a fair thing about what happened. But the Raiders played well in the first half and couldn't get out of their own fucking way in the second half. They were tired, they were gassed, and again, Antonio Pierce didn't he went for it the one time when he was wrong. In the first half, which resulted in 3 points for them, could have been more. And then when he should have went for it in the second half, he didn't fucking do it.
Yeah,
so,
you can't talk about the Raider way and punt on 4th and 1. It just does not coincide with the bravado and the bluster of a person and this ain't the first time he played it very safe. We thought that preseason decision against the Vikings was an aberration. How you blow three timeouts, having the lead in the fourth quarter and give the Vikings the game. I'm hoping this ain't a indicator of things to come, because this scared stuff, it don't jive with me, my friend. And this team is in trouble.
Oh, I agree.
With Baltimore on the horizon, who took the Queefs to the wire, we're in trouble. Zamir had an okay. I still don't think he is Jacobs. That fumble did not help us. That was a drive-killing, momentum-killing fumble. And he ran a little harder after that, I guess, with the sense of trying to redeem himself. Minshew was basically an extra from a Pineapple Express movie, masquerading as a quarterback. And out of all the people on the market, free agents, potential draft picks, backups, journeymen, Ryan Tannehill, whoever, this is the best you could do when in February, Cap, every Raider fan who called your show said we needed a quarterback. And Brock Bowers did not score today. He basically got a nice little calisthenic workout. So how does the best tight end in collegiate history, according to some people, help us today? This team is in trouble. This team is in trouble. And before you know it, we're 0-2 and on to Carolina and well, not on to Carolina, but they'll be coming to Vegas. So I'm displeased, but I'm relieved that I saved a stack of money, and I made my decision 2 days ago, Kat. You know, my suitcase was damn near packed, and I thought when I heard about the heat wave and no air conditioning being in that $5 billion toilet bowl, I said, no, I'm not going through that again. Not the way I dress, Kat, and you have an idea. I said no.
Yeah,
I'm gonna.
I agree.
Gonna kick this out.
I agree.
I'm sorry, and I'm so glad I did. My blood pressure would have went through the fucking roof if I was out in LA right now, going back to my hotel after that damn lay down shit show that we just witnessed today.
If I was in LA. If I was in LA, and I hate to admit this, but I've noticed that I've gotten more volatile the older I get. I think it's PTSD. Mm-hmm. I think it's PTSD. I think that I know that when I left the sports bar today, and I wasn't even egged on today. I wasn't even egged on at the sports bar. And I was still screaming at the screen. And I know that people were about ready to say something, but luckily nobody did. I know that if I was in LA, I might have been locked up.
Yes.
I might have been locked up. And now it's after the game. And that's the other reason why I don't go to SoFi is because the sheriffs there are fucking assholes. And I don't think I would ever go to SoFi again because of that.
And I've read from mutual friends of ours of near practices and skirmishes in the stands of beers being thrown and a lot of hostility, or maybe some of those choker fans feeling a certain way after that blowout, going overboard, rubbing it in our faces today as the game was in the waning moment. So, I'm glad I avoid that too, because I would be sitting in LA County Jail right about now. So, Cap, me and you are two veterans.
I've never been arrested. Yeah.
You good model citizen.
I've never been arrested, and I'm kind of glad that I haven't been. Well, I was gonna say I've been fortunate.
Yeah.
I've been fortunate. Yeah, but there it is. And so, are we gonna see you in Baltimore next week, or are we gonna? When am I gonna see you this trip?
I have my transportation and hotel handled for Baltimore. I'm gonna see how I feel Wednesday, honestly, because this game though it's much more affordable than LA. I may just push myself to go anyway for old time's sake, but Baltimore is technically the next game on the World Infinity Invincible Shield Tour 2024. So I'm going to see how I feel Wednesday and Thursday, because I'm actually on vacation all week. And I was going to stay in LA till Wednesday, but I dodged a major bullet. But probably Baltimore.
Yeah,
right now,
I'm kind of glad that I didn't go.
Yeah. Yeah, you didn't miss nothing, Captain. Sweating.
Okay, well, I will be there. Yeah, I know that I don't want to go to Baltimore and be fucking embarrassed like I was last year in fucking Buffalo. Baltimore, wow. Buffalo, week 2. It reads the same, and I don't. And there it is. And Hurricane Les on IG. Is it bad that I slept through it? Minshew is garbage. No, good for you. You had a better use of your time. You had a better use of your time sleeping than I did at a bar where the food was all right only.
And
Anyway,
speaking of Baltimore, Cap. Lastly, I think it was 2012, but I was there, and Carlson Palmer was the quarterback. At that time, that was the worst loss in Raider history. When if you remember, they faked a field goal on us after being up like 30 something points.
Yeah,
I was there. Veterans Day, they did that shit. Yours truly was there.
And right.
And I also
And I
was
said
there.
that's one reason why I fucking can't stand John Harbaugh. They were
right.
up by 30 fucking points and they faked a field goal. They were already up by 30 fucking points.
Man. And I had fucking purple all around me, Ray Lewis jerseys, Ed Reed, and all these people laughing and twerking. But I was also there in 2016 when Crabtree had 3 touchdowns and we beat them. So this will be my 3rd time there if I follow through, or if I don't get cold feet or PTSD or whatever the acronym is, and fall back. But I will be at the Rams game in Oakland. I mean, in October. Excuse me.
Yeah,
Since I have the flight
honestly, I'm hoping that I will be working for the Raiders in Denver, the Steelers game, and the Raiders at LA Rams. Those are the weeks that I was supposed to be working. Right. I hope I will be, because I would rather be making money than going to those games.
Yes. So you didn't sell your ticket.
Honestly.
So you're going to use the ticket for Baltimore? That you told me about a front row ticket.
No, I got my ticket for. Yeah, no, I'm going to Baltimore, so that is the ticket that I was going to be using, and yes, I am going to that. Okay. I still have my Browns tickets available. If you want, if you're looking for Browns tickets, I have those available.
Oh, but, okay. I'm
if nobody buys the Browns tickets, if nobody buys the Browns tickets, it's probably going to be Ed Winchell and I going out back to Vegas from LA. But if nobody buys the Browns tickets, I will be making a flight back to Vegas from LA with Ed Winchell. I'll be honest, it'll be Ed Winchell and I going to go see the Browns play in Vegas the week after the home opener. But honestly, and I say this again, and Ed's my buddy, if they play like this shit, in Baltimore and for the home opener, I will find somebody to fucking buy those Browns tickets, because Ed Winchell and I we'll go have a nice steak dinner at a place either in Vegas or LA, and we'll have a better dinner watching it on TV. Place.
Yeah, go to Oscar's downtown at the plaza. That's my go-to steakhouse. You know, beautiful ribeye.
Which place is this?
Oscar's Steakhouse. They filmed some of the movie Casino there.
Oscar.
Yeah, the former mayor of Vegas founded that place. No, it's in Vegas. It's downtown Vegas too.
In Vegas.
Right across from the Fremont Experience. It's in the Plaza Hotel. Great place. You know, well reviewed. Great vibe. A lot of history there. You know, a lot of.
I was going to say, we'll see that as well. Anyway, I am thinking, and I appreciate you coming in, Thanos. I'm gonna open it up again. I am early. I haven't granted when I go on Northeast Streaming Sports, then that log doesn't start until Golden Steer in Vegas has amazing food. Okay. Thank you for whoever Hurricane Les, Golden Steer in Vegas. Okay, I'll think of that. I will. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know what I will be doing, but I don't. Like I said, I always spend good money for this fucking team. I'm kind of, I'm kind of over it.
Yeah. I understand.
But
I understand. That's why I made
but
my decision 48 hours ago, like Nick Nolte. And I said, oh, hell no. I'm not going through this again. I just had a bad premonition. And sure enough, this is what we got. They played dead like Elvis Presley out there. Unbelievable.
got it.
And
Hey,
lastly,
Thanos, thanks for popping in,
okay.
brother.
Thank you, brother.
You take
Appreciate
care.
the time. See you
And
soon.
we'll see you. We'll see you. You got it.
We'll get some crab cakes in
And yeah,
Baltimore.
Las Vegas Raiders live, Bunny Ranch. Yeah, I'll hopefully see you in Baltimore, brother.
All right, bro. Take it easy.
All right. That was Black Thanos. All right. You take care as well. Hopefully that got through. Bunny Ranch got good food. I don't know. I might go. Oh, but yeah, Bunny Ranch, but that's in Reno. Twan, I will go to the Bunny Ranch. McBud says that was a shit game. I agree. Power Raiders in here somewhere. Let me see that. Oh yeah, they should have put. I agree. Power Raider with some wisdom should have put AOC in the last quarter. Agreed. School of the Pros says Raiders are 0-17. I don't think we're going to be that bad. AOC has a 5-6 record as a Raider. He's nowhere near the second. Hey, Ed, but I said he was probably a better option than fucking Minshew. He's a better option than Minshew. Based upon the quarterbacks that we have on our roster, give me AOC 12. Hey, and Mahogany's here. Thank you, Mahogany. We suck. Oh, no, we suck again. I put that as a pound sign. Thank you, Mahogany, for being there. And Mahogany knows good things. Hopefully, yeah, you can. Well, Mahogany, you can hit the link. You can't call in, but you can hit the link. Here, let me put the link up again. See if that works. Okay, yeah. There's the link. Mahogany. Go ahead, hit the link. Hopefully that'll be in there. You can pop in. Now there's, let's see here. Hit the link, Mahogany. It's in the chat. Oh, I know why. It's Mahogany. It's in the YouTube chat. You're not seeing it on Facebook. But do you see it there? You see it right here? If you see it on Facebook, hopefully it's on Facebook. Let me put it there. Just make sure it goes to Facebook. I don't know why. Which Facebook are you watching? If you're watching at Captain Jack Rackham, the profile page, it should work. Hopefully it does, but hit the link. Go to YouTube, Mahogany. Go to YouTube. You will definitely get in on YouTube. AOC was 5-4 under Pierce and finished this. Okay. I don't know. It doesn't matter. Here's the next question, because you guys are talking about it. And this has been said all year. Okay. This is said all year. Hurricane Les, I'm going to see about the Golden Steer in Vegas. Typo, no screens or draw plays to slow them. Hey, Mike, good to see you there, Mike Arline. Yeah, Jimmy Farrell, I'm on early. I've been on for 50 minutes, so I've been on, so for quite a bit. Hey, we got a celebrity in the house. Backstage, I see a bunch of people. Okay. 1 second. I'm bringing them on. We got Power Raider.
That's not Power Raider.
And who else is there?
Oh, what the fuck?
Yeah, well, I got Power Raider. Hey, I got some. Hey, how you doing, Bo? Samoan. I got Oso. Good to see you.
You don't know I am.
I saw Samoan. I saw Anna. Good to see you, Loretta. Good to see you.
Wait, who's that?
And some guy with a goatee. I don't know who he is, though.
Still taking off my.
I know
still taking off my
I
war
saw
paint,
you
man.
on TV, brother. I saw you on TV.
Cool. Hey, if at the change of the game, they should have went for it on 4th and 1.
Yeah.
So, I don't know, man. Have fun in Baltimore.
Yeah, we were talking about that. We were talking about that. Why the fuck do you punt on 4th and 1? Why the fuck do you punt on 4th and 1 when you go for it on 4th and 1 deep in your own territory and they get 3 points out of it? I don't fucking understand that. Mahogany, I see you. I see you, Mahogany.
That was
Mahogany,
just bad. That was just a bad coaching call right there.
That.
I don't either. But hey, we're not the coaches. So.
No. We're not the coaches. But I see, like I said, say hi to everybody out there. Anybody else have opinions that they want to hit up? Oos, good to see you. Good to see you, brother. What's going on with you?
How you doing?
Doing all right?
We'll see you soon,
brother.
hopefully.
Good to see you, brother.
Likewise.
I'm pissed off.
We'll see you at the home opener?
Yeah, but the thing is that, yes, you will see me at the home opener. I'll see all you guys at the home opener.
All right. Here's Power.
And
love you guys.
Is anybody coming out? Is anybody coming out to Baltimore next week? There you go. Thank you there, Hollywood.
Nobody in this
I got
group.
Hollywood. Got Oos. Got Power. I got some. Nobody in Baltimore for that group. Okay, Power. Thanks for being there, brother. You know,
yeah,
hey, the light is shining off your dome, brother.
Oh, my bad. Here you go. Wow, well, it was kind of embarrassing, man.
I will. Go ahead, tell me about it,
bro. I was right on the field the whole game. You know how the Win Field Club has their field level? I was there in that access. It's called the Verizon Zone or whatever it is called. And so I saw everything. I saw the fight. I recorded the fight, bro. I'm going to post it up later. It's crazy. Right up front, I have the only perfect video. I'm going to post it up later.
Okay.
But anyway.
I couldn't hear anything because I didn't have TV audio coverage, so I don't know what happened. But I'm going to... So...
Esteban. My last name is...
So when I'm gonna upload the video, and I'll tag you in it. It's insane, dude. That video, I put watermarks all over it because I know people are gonna want to take that video. But what's it called? Yeah, man, our offense was not moving the chains, bro.
Okay.
And I was getting upset, bro, because our defense was out there 90% of the time. They were being gassed, bro, and they needed breaks, bro. And Gardner Minshew, you know, I mean, he's a great guy, but I didn't see the talent that we all wanted to see there today at the field. I was actually hoping that they put AOC maybe the last fourth quarter, but they're not going to give hope on Minshew that quick. But I really wanted to see, because several times I would see Devontae open all the way in the back, and no passes were thrown to him. He was doing so many runs, and I mean, come on, dude. Like, we have these weapons. Let's utilize them. Well, we'll see. We'll see what's up. You know, Baltimore's next. That's gonna be a tough one, and we'll see. Hey, Derek Carr balled out, so I don't know. All the Derek Carr haters, I don't know. He balled out today, so we'll see. We'll see what's up. You know.
Okay.
We got New Orleans
Yeah.
also.
Yeah.
So
And,
that's gonna be a big one too. Can you hear me?
okay. I'm sorry to say that yeah, I can hear you, but I guess with 3 screens up,
Yeah.
it slows down the RAM.
Okay.
So because I got the I have to keep the I think I have to keep the window for Instagram open in order to
Okay.
keep it going. I think so. Okay.
Hey, shout out.
And then I got the StreamYard, and then I got the go ahead, shout out.
Hey, shout out to everybody who showed up, man. That stadium was blacked out for sure. It was super hot though, very hot. It's like a greenhouse in that SoFi Stadium. I don't know why they spent $6 billion on the stadium with no AC for the fans. We spent $2 billion on our stadium, and we have one of the best stadiums rated year after year after year with customer experience, guest experience. Why? Because we have AC on the desert, and here they had a heat wave going on here, and man, it was so hot. But I didn't even get to tailgate today. Me, Hollywood, Gorilla, a lot of us, we didn't tailgate. We went straight to the stadium because it was just too hot. We couldn't afford getting a heat stroke because, as you know, some of us already had the heat strokes. It was way too hot.
Okay. And I turned off the I turned off my YouTube, so hopefully that will clean things up. Mahogany, I will get to you in a second. Don't go nowhere. Okay, I see Mahogany. I will see now. It's a little bit. It's not as bad. Hopefully, it's not as slow because I got rid of the YouTube, and so I only have on Instagram and StreamYard. So hopefully that will be. And again, the Minshew lateral fumble fucking killed us. The Zamir White fumble killed us because those led directly to points.
Yes.
Directly to points.
We can't win games with turnovers.
No, you have to play a near perfect game to win the fight. And I agree with Don Webb. Go for it on 4th down. You don't fucking punt on 4th and 1.
No. They could do a quarterback sneak or something, but I don't know. Today wasn't our day. It was freaking hot. That SoFi Stadium, I don't know what it is. We haven't been able to win a game in there. You can't count preseason, but a real game. We haven't won a real game there. It just sucks. I wanted to have a win here with AP. Definitely AP knows how to rally up the people there. Sorry, this is a motorcycle passing by.
That's fine. That's the sound of freedom, baby. Fucking Harleys are the sound of freedom. Always remember that.
Right. AP rallied up the whole crowd. Max Crosby rallied up the whole crowd, and it was just incredible. That whole stadium was loud, noisy. It was great. I mean, it's great having football back. It's always great to come out with the win on a opening game for the season, but it didn't happen. So hopefully we get fired up and get this win at the Baltimore. I was really excited that we didn't win 2 of the preseason games. We tied the other game because I was hoping that this was going to be the change, the turnover, because we always seem to be undefeated in preseason, and then we suck during the season when it starts. So I was hoping this was a turning point, but hey, you know what? Hey, Chargers came up to play. Our offense, we need to work on that. Defense, incredible. So Max Crosby doing his thing. Defensive Player of the Year for this year, definitely for sure.
Well, but I will say this, and I will give what they and I'm gonna get Mahogany in here before she goes away. I want to make sure she's here. They were doing the what do you call it? Mahogany was at the stadium with you guys too. Okay. They were doing the one-on-ones with Joe Alt and Max Crosby, and they said that Max Crosby didn't have any pressures. I don't know if that's true or not, but I saw Max Crosby pressure them a bit.
No, yeah, you definitely see that with Max Crosby. They were there was a lot of holds that weren't called. I mean, I was there right in the field. A lot of holds that were called, and I was getting pissed off And I was trying to scream at the refs, like, come on, let's have a fucking real. Excuse me. Sorry, I dropped an F-bomb. So pissed off, but
you're allowed to fucking cut. You're allowed to fucking cuss on the show. By the way, I gotta say this: we are on Roku. We are on Northeast Streaming Sports. We came in right. We've already been in for 6 minutes on Northeast Streaming Sports and Roku. We went early, folks, so that's why there was no intro. But we are talking about the season opening game for the Raiders in LA. I got Power Raider on. I got Miss Mahogany Woods, Raider Nation, South Los Angeles on here. We're going to talk about the debacle that is SoFi when it's fucking hot and there's no AC, okay? And the people treat you like shit.
Oh,
like I said, if I was there, I probably would be in jail right now.
Yeah. There was fights left and right throughout the whole stadium. I got some recorded too, so I'm gonna post it up. There was definitely tension with LA. Oh, I got the Jack Jones the Jack Jones fight, dude. That shit's crazy, bro. I have.
Well, did Jack Jones get?
He got
Jack
ejected.
Jones get ejected?
Yeah, he got ejected.
Okay. Did anybody? Did any Chargers get ejected?
Yes, they got ejected too.
Okay.
There was 2 players that got during the game.
Okay.
2 players got ejected during the game. But hey, what does that mean? So are they gonna miss half of the other game because they get ejected? Do they miss half of the other game, or how does that work? What's the NFL rule?
I think you got to miss a game.
You still first.
I think you got to miss the game. Okay.
Okay. So we'll see. But I'm here with. I got Mr. Fitz here, and you guys know Samoan Raider.
I know Samoan Raider. I got it.
Tell him we need to link up Samoan Raider, me and him.
Oh, is that Cap Jack? That's Cap. What's up, Cap? What up, Cap Jack? It's Arthur, bro.
I do have Raider.
Hey,
good to see everybody good to see everybody over there.
Party at the Holiday Inn.
Okay. Party at the end, baby. There you go.
All right, Captain Jack. Well, thanks for letting me be in your show.
You got it. You take care. Take care, Power Raider. Tell everybody I said hi, and I'll see them at the opener in Vegas, as well as Baltimore next week.
Yes, sir. Well, you're going to Baltimore. Cool, man. Hey,
I'm going to Baltimore.
Well, man. All right, take care, brother.
I always rap. Take care, Power. You got it there, Steve. Got it. Power Raider and Samoan Raider and Oos is over there. I got Mahogany here. Jimmy Farrell, Raider Eeyore, is backstage. He's going to be on after Mahogany because Mahogany, I want to talk to Mahogany.
Hey, Jack, how are you
there, Mahogany, talk to me. I'm good. Other than I'm pissed off.
You can hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, yes.
Yes, I can hear you.
Captain Jack, that game was super hot, first off. It looked like from the start of the game that we had some issues with the O-line protection, getting Gardner Minshew time to get the ball out. That's what I was seeing. The defense, they looked like they were putting up good pressure and protection, but the secondary, we were just having a lot of problems in the secondary. I watched the game. You know me, Captain Jack. I love watching the Raiders football, and I love analyzing. I was literally watching the game from a perspective as an analyst, not just a fan. I'm an analyst now because at the same time, I want the Raiders to see the perspective of what we can put out on the field. And what I saw was that we had issues with the O-line giving Gardner Minshew time to get the ball out. There were times where Adam was open, but the O-line didn't hold up protection because he couldn't see him because the pressure was so in his face. And I'm wondering if we really drafted the right O-line to protect any quarterback right now. Because right now, if a quarterback is running for his life, our receivers, running backs, tight ends, they don't have the option to be open if the O-line is letting the pressure come to the quarterback. Yes, everybody says Gardner Minshew is we have to give him pressure, but I want to see what he can do because he in other games when he played other teams, he did really well handling the pressure. It's the fact that we couldn't keep the Chargers from coming at him to see Devontae Adams wide open, or see Mayers wide open, or see Brockner wide open. They was wide open, but the pressure of the O-line was not letting the ball, giving him time. And there were several times it's like 1-2 pressure in your face. And what we need is 5 seconds for he can see, so the players can make the routes, run the routes, and do it professionally. And so for me as a person that love that analyzes football, I feel like, yeah, we just got to give Gardner Minshew a chance. I know we got Aiden O'Connell. We've seen both of them in play multiple actions and multiple times, but I feel like Gardner Minshew has more experience. But I feel like what we don't have is we don't have an O-line to give anybody, any quarterback, the time to find Devontae Adams, our wide receivers, or our tight ends, or anybody in the secondary open, because they were open, but that pressure that we was getting from the Chargers was so intense that he couldn't find us. That's why we didn't win the game. It's not that we didn't have a team. We had a team, but that O-line, there was like the left guard and the right guard and whatever. They was giving up so much. They was giving up so much to the tight ends. Of Khalil Mack is old and raggedy. He ain't as good as he used to be when he was with the Raiders. I'm going to say that right now. Yep. Khalil Mack's a good player, but he wasn't as good as they keep saying he was. He wasn't even that good today. He had one pressure. And that's because the people in front of him didn't stop him. Khalil Mack is not the ultimate Khalil Mack like he used to be with the Raiders. He's not. We had a defense.
I agree.
We had a defense. Our defense did stellar. I think our defense did very, 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 very well for the amount of time they had to be on the field. They were on the field most of the game. They were on the game for most of the guys. And plus, I'm just let you know right now, in LA, we experienced a heat wave. It was hotter than a frying can on a stove in the stadium right now. I'm having heat exhaustion, and I don't even have any issues with my health, so I understand the players on the field. So all that complicated and all that putting it to say, we just got to give the Raiders a chance to show what we can do. But I really feel like we need to concentrate on improving that O-line to get protection for our quarterback. It don't matter who it is, because even when we had Aiden O'Connell last year, we still having too much pressure in his face where he couldn't find open people because our O-line was not holding up. When we had Derek Carr, we spent money on our O-line, and he had great protection, and that's what we were able to get to a playoff or a secondary or second round in the playoffs. But we didn't do that now because our O-line is really, really bad. It's really bad.
Well,
that's
I will say that, again, we drafted O-line this past year. We drafted JPJ to be our guard, and he wasn't there because he's injured. We drafted Glaze to be a tackle and guard, and he was there, but he wasn't playing. We have Colton Miller playing left tackle, but he was not doing well. So maybe we need to move Mumford to left tackle. Maybe we need to move Glaze to right tackle, let him play. Maybe we will have JPJ playing guard when he gets better, but that needs to be addressed. We did draft the guys that we need, but they're not playing yet. And if they don't play, you can't. What's it like? Said, I can't fix the problem if the solutions are there, but they're not implemented.
I agree with you, Captain, because I feel like there was like one or two pieces that we needed to give us a solid O-line, to give us what we needed to get those points on the board. Because Gardner Minshew, he showed there's pressure in his face, and he showed poise. And that's what I was watching the whole game. I was like, let me see what it looks like as far as he showed poise. He didn't get upset. He didn't get irate. He showed poise. He stayed in the moment. But at the same time, he didn't have time to find what he needed. Because there were plays where people were open, but he didn't have that protection to get the ball out to those people. So I understand people are not happy with Gardner Minshew. Neither was I, but at the same time, I was very impressed with his poise on the field and how he was able to handle the pressure, and how he was able to withstand what was coming at him to even get those points that we got on the board. So hey, right now I'm okay with that.
I will agree with that. I was in the moment, and it was right after he fucking fumbled lateral. When he fumbled lateral, I was so fucking mad. He is a professional. He's a veteran. Mm-hmm. He is a veteran. And he knew he fucked up because he went after the ball. he wasn't fast enough to knock it out of bounds. That's what pissed me off about Gardner Minshew. And yes, there were people open and he couldn't see them. And so that's why I am mad with Minshew. And it was on the moment. It was on the moment saying, get rid of this fucker. Give me Aiden O'Connell. But I agree that the O-line needs to perform better. But I also agree that Aiden O'Connell is the better quarterback overall with experience. That's my take. I might be wrong. But Gardner Minshew has got to play better. The O-line has got to play better. The running game can't fucking fumble. So if the defense played okay, they were just gassed. They were on the field for too long.
Yeah, I agree with you a certain aspect related to the offense and Gardner Minshew, but I'm not going to put it all on Gardner Minshew as far as that play, because literally, honestly, there were a couple there the entire game. He was literally running for his life. Our O-line right now is really, really poor. And yes, we are experiencing some injuries. So that accumulates to what we put on the field today. So hopefully moving forward throughout the season, we can get it together. This was the first time that we've actually seen the entire team play for a game. This is just one game. It's not the entire season. So we're not down or distraught yet. But moving forward, if we continue to play like this, I can see us being very, very bad. Yes. But if we get those players back that we need, then I can see us improving. So it's up to the Raiders right now to show us what we need, because right now the fans are supporting them 100%. We're gonna be in Baltimore this weekend. I'm gonna be in Baltimore this weekend, and I just want to be out there to support my team. But at the same time, I want to know, are the Raiders out there to help the fans support them? Now that's the thing, because the fans are coming out. We're supporting. We're giving our high. Are the Raiders there for the fans now? That's what I want to know. That's the question I have for the Raiders. Are the Raiders here for the fans? Because we support y'all regardless of whatever. But at the same time, we expect there's some expectations from the fans that we just want to see. We just want to see some sort of like grit and grind that we should see from the 80s and 90s, where the players in the field were so grimy and dirty. That's what we want to see. They come out the field, they're so clean and pretty and clean. We don't want that. We want dirty mother MFs that get out on the field and be dirty and give your heart to this team, because these fans come out and spend our money to support y'all. And so we want to know, do you support us? Because literally, we will ride and die for y'all if y'all give us the opportunity to. But right now, we haven't had the opportunity for decades because of the fact that the ownership, changement of team, the coaches, and rotation, a lot of stuff. So we want to know, is there, with Antonio Pierce, can we get behind Antonio Pierce and support him to where he can get the players he needs to put them on the field like the Patriots were back in the day? Because he has the mindset. I met Antonio Pierce and I talked with him. That man is a Raider. He's a Raider. He's a Raider. Like serious full home block Raider mindset. But sometimes the players on the field and the team put on the jersey, I don't know if they understand that these fans will go all out for you and back you until we're blue in the face, because you are sorry. But at the same time, we have to defend it. So that's what I want to know is do the Raiders feel the fans and how much we support it? Because we just want to have a season where we can say, stop hearing all this crap from these freaking sorry teams like the Browns and the Patriots and the Jacksonville Jaguars. They should never be better than us. We are 62 years in the NFL. We should have some sort of solidarity right now and solidify where our team, when we step on the field, people are scared of us like they were in the 80s. That's what I want again. But that's just
okay. Mahogany, I want to thank you for coming in. I put Jimmy Farrell in because I wanted to make sure that you guys had a chance to say hi to him. I got Alpha Kazi, who's going to come in right after Jimmy Farrell, so we're going to be hearing from Australia as well. Mahogany, I will see you next week.
Love you, Jack.
And get a hold of your sister. Hopefully good things will be going on.
Oh, everything's going to be all right.
Sister.
Everything's good. We got you, Jack. We're good. You're good, Jack. You're going to get everything you need. You'll have it before you need it.
All right.
Yeah, got you. Love you, Jack.
You got it. You got it.
All
Hey,
right.
thanks again, Mahogany. We'll see you. Love you too, honey. You be well. Okay.
Love you.
All right.
Jack.
Peace out
Bye.
from Mahogany, from Raider Nation, South Los Angeles. Gotta love Mahogany. Jimmy Farrell, you were here. Alvakazi, give me at least. Jimmy Farrell's been waiting patiently. Jimmy Farrell, you got at least 10 minutes to blow your stack, and then I'm gonna get. Are you good? Oh, Alvakazi says he's good. Okay. Jimmy Farrell, you got at least 10 minutes to blow your stack and say how bad the Raiders are, and we'll go from there.
I'm too tired to blow my stack. I blew my stack right after the game. You know what? I blew my stack when I was on the JT the Brick show on the post game.
You were on JT. Okay.
And he said,
go ahead.
I mentioned the 4th and 1 that they went for it. And he says, oh, it's only 1 yard. What's one? I'm like, dude, it's only the beginning of the game. There's no reason to go for 4th and 1. You know what I do?
I agree. If you're gonna go for 4th and 1, you do it in the fucking fourth quarter when you need to fucking score, not when you're deep in your own end. That's a fucking Staley play. That's what got him fucking fired from the Chargers last year.
And we gave up 3 points on that play.
Yes, we did.
We did. And Carlson, come on, man. That field goal. Come on. That was a chippy for him. And I agree. Minshew fumble. I think that changed the momentum of the game. You know, I'm not giving up on Minshew yet. It's one game. Let's see what happens next week. If he has the same kind of game next week, yeah, I would consider putting AOC in. And the caller before, she's right. The offensive line has got to play a lot better. I don't agree about Miller's holding call. I mean, that was when I think didn't Zamir White get like 15 yards running on that play, and they had to bring it back because Miller was holding.
Yeah. And I saw the screen, and I'm like, "Where's the fucking holding? Where's the holding? I didn't see any holding."
Crosby's getting held through the whole game again, and nobody says anything. Come on, come on, really? And by the way, Khalil Mack got a sack today. Okay, so I don't think he's done yet. Okay, and that's another thing. Mitchell got sacked in a row by Bosa and Mack. Just remember that.
Well, Khalil Mack was a cleanup from somebody else. He didn't put in. He got the credit for it. I remember what you're talking about. He got the credit for it, but he was cleaning up somebody else's mess, and he landed on him. Okay, he didn't put in forth the effort. It was like the Minshew spun right into him for the sack. That's what the sack was. He didn't. And again, he's not what he was. I will agree there.
Oh, but he's got seven now since he's been with San Diego.
Against us
with the Chargers. Yeah. And I agree with JT said about.
Yeah.
What's that? What'd you say?
No, go ahead. I didn't say anything. I didn't say anything.
I lost my train of thought now. I was going to mention what JT said, and I forgot. Anyway, he said Davante Adams should have got the ball more, and I agree because, like I told him, if he doesn't get the ball, he's going to start complaining, and you might really hear those trade calls. And
I see it happening. I see it happening. If Davante Adams gets pissed, he will be traded. He will want. And again, I don't know Davante personally. I've met his. Or now excuse me. I haven't met his mom, but his mom and myself have corresponded, and I'm hoping to meet her in Vegas. Great lady, so I'll see her. But if he gets pissed off, he will say, "I'm out of here," and he will go to wherever we can get to a decent portion for him. Because he will go and he won't be our problem anymore. And I'm not saying that he is a problem, but he will be if he starts getting pissy.
Right. And nobody's mentioning about Getsy's play calling. That's a major problem.
No, it sucks. It sucks.
Hey.
It sucks. I said that. It sucks.
Right. Also,
but I also said that when Sharif, aka Black Thanos, was saying that he was saying that Luke Getsy was not the greatest choice. I agree, but I said who was available?
Nobody.
Got to go back. Who was available that would have taken the job? And maybe, and I don't know, Avogaz, do you agree with me on this one? It said when Luke Getsy was given the job, who was available as an offensive coordinator that would have taken the job? I don't know.
Probably
but
nobody.
We need to remember that. We need to remember that.
And as far as Herbert
okay.
Didn't have and we still could have beaten them. I mean, this was the game to beat the Chargers. And once again, we lose in LA. Gotta wait till another year to play them in LA. And we basically lost this game over the turnovers. The turnovers killed us. Big time.
Yes.
And like I said, Herbert didn't have a great game. And all you Carr fans, all you Carr fans that want him back, come on. They played the Panthers. The Panthers stink.
Yeah.
So
well, I hope the Panthers continue. I hope the Panthers continue to suck 2 weeks from now.
I think they will.
I hope they continue to suck 2 weeks from now. And I hope the Raiders will find some of that intestinal fortitude, getting that belly ass when I go to Baltimore next week, because this, like I said on the thing, this was fucking embarrassing. It was fucking embarrassing watching this shit. And I know that if I was in LA and the LA Gargler fans were putting on me and doing this shit, I would be in jail right now. I know I would be. And I've never been to jail. But let's go. Jimmy, aka Raider Eeyore, thanks for coming in, brother. I'm gonna turn it over to Avakazi, and we'll see what he has to say. I will see you next week with your buddy. Your girlfriend's not going to be there, unfortunately. I take it.
At the game.
All right. Well, hey, maybe another time.
Okay.
All right, Jimmy Farrell, take care, brother. Good to hear from you. I got Avakazi popping in from Australia. I've already been on for an hour 32. I went early. And if you are watching on the Northeast Streaming Sports Network, I know you came in right in the middle of a live broadcast. I know you did. No promo. I needed to go. I needed to get on. I was so bent. I was so bent and pissed off. I couldn't wait until 9 o'clock. I had to go on at 8 because that's how pissed off I was. And if we leave the show at 10, which is in a half an hour, or at least in another 35 minutes, if we leave the show, I'll still have a 2-hour show, but I won't be able to do it again for a rewind. I don't give a fuck. I want to get this out there. Critique is going to be coming in after Afakazi. Thank you as well. Critique will cuss his ass off. So we know we got that going for us. Avakazi, if you got your kids here, I'm sorry, tell them, that, go like this, because I'm going to be swearing probably. Okay. Avakazi is going to go to the side. But what were your thoughts, shipmate? And thank you for coming in. What time is it over there in Australia, brother?
I'm on the west coast of Australia, so it's 9:30 a.m. I salute to everybody in the chat. Salute to you, Captain Jack. Did you say Critique is backstage?
Yeah, Critique is backstage as well.
Bring him up.
Bring him on. Okay.
I mean, it's your live, but
you asked for it. You got it. Yeah, I'm going on. Critique is there. I got.
That's my brother in arms right there.
So you know it. All right. You want me to shoot first?
Go
Cap?
ahead. Go ahead and bitch and moan, man. That's what I'm here for.
All right. Look, I'll start off with the positive. I thought the defense, for the most part, played well. They are as advertised, outside of the one glaring Achilles heel, which I will get to in a moment. I thought it was good to see Devontae back in action. He did his thing when he was called upon, when they threw to him, as well as Jacoby Myers. That's what he did. He played reasonably well. And that one catch and run by Alexander Madison, that was exciting to watch. I really liked that. I really liked what I saw from him in his spots.
That was our only offense. That was our only offense. Also, the run that Zeus made before he fumbled, and he had one other good run. Those were good runs. So he had two good runs. One was a fumble, which sucked. And then he had another run that was good, that was called for holding, which was bullshit. So he had three good runs. And it was unfortunate that they couldn't really do anything together. And Madison, if Madison had did the hurdles, we wouldn't have scored a touchdown that series.
Right. Well, I guess I'll segue to that. I actually think the rushing attack wasn't impressive for the most part. For me personally, I mean, Zamir White had those three runs that you said, one of which was a fumble. So that's not good enough. And to be honest, that was at a very crucial point of the game where we could have scored and still been in it. But another turnover, which I will get to Gardner Minshew, because Minshew, I'm not going to
11 carries, 44. 11 carries, 44 yards for Zamir White.
Right,
that's
right. All our running backs were averaging under 4 yards per carry. That's not good enough. Not impressed. I mean, I was going to say, like, with Zamir, like, there were times when he ran well. Yes, there was that one holding call. I think that was actually Michael Mayer, not the left tackle. The one where it got called for. I believe that was Michael Mayer on a block.
Yeah.
Maybe I could. Yeah. I'm pretty sure it was him, but like it shouldn't have been holding. But like whatever, it was called. But outside of that, like I wasn't impressed. Like there was quite a few times where I saw Zamir running into the back of the offensive lineman, and that's the biggest criticism of Zamir is that his vision when it comes to seeing the hole isn't really that great, and it showed its ugly head in this game, in my personal opinion. Gardner Minshew, there were times I thought he was efficient enough. There was times I thought he could have done better. But the one area where it cost us dearly was the offensive turnovers. One of which was that turnover where it was considered a fumble. It was a backward pass, whatever. That cost us dearly. We could have been right in the game if we'd even scored 3 points. But we were actually leading at the time, I believe, right in their territory. So these costly turnovers on the offensive side of the ball is what I believe cost us the most this game. Daniel Carlson missed a field goal, which is disappointing as well. Run defense, it just wasn't good enough. That seems to be the Achilles heel of this team.
Good in the first half, shitty in the second half.
Right, but I'm talking as a whole. I mean, yeah, it wasn't good. And asylum, I'm not even talking about Jacobs. I'm just talking about in general with this game, like with the run. I'm not talking about. I don't care what running backs we used to have. I'm talking about them now. Zamir White didn't impress me, and Alexander Madison, apart from that one catch and run, he impressed me a little bit more. But still, is to Critique's point, none of our running backs average more than 4 yards per carry, all in the threes. That's not good enough. So yeah, like it was an ugly game. I wasn't impressed with the offensive play calling. You were talking about Luke Getz. He wasn't our first choice guy. No, he wasn't. Remember, our first choice guy was that cat from Kingsbury. He was supposed to be the offensive coordinator, and then I don't know what happened, but we ended up like voiding the deal with him, and then we went with Luke Getzey. Look, it's been 1 week. I'm not happy with the performance. I'm not happy with the team's performance as a whole. I mean, it's never good to lose, but it's week 1. Let's give it a little bit more time, see how it shakes out before we start throwing cats under the bus. Like, and even though I'm critical of Zamir White and I'm critical on Gardner Minshew, I'm still going to give them more of a sample size to see what we can do rather than just one game and that's it. Like, we need to cut the tires and jump off a cliff. That's my take.
Yeah, now I was going to say, the reason why Kingsbury said no was because we told him we were not going after Caleb Williams. Kingsbury was all in. I'm going to come to the Raiders. You give me Caleb Williams. And we said, we are not getting Caleb Williams. We are not going to give up that much collateral for Caleb Williams. And Kingsbury said, no, I'm not going. Okay. So
whatever it may be is still to my point. Like, he was still the first choice, right?
Yeah, he was the first choice that we know of. Right. There might have been others, but that was the one that we know of that was first. Okay, critique, anything from you as well, sir?
What the fuck did we just watch, dude? We watched the whole offense literally fall apart. Got no running game. And it's nice to have a game manager at quarterback, but it would also be, man, I kind of miss that, you know, having that dog back there who wants the W. To me, Getsy's offensive play calling and his plays are lackluster. I saw a lot of wide receivers running in the same areas, just like we saw with the Chicago Bears. I don't like that aspect of it. I mean, literally, one pass that flew over Trey Tucker's head landed in Jacoby Myers' arms. You should not have two wide receivers in the same fucking area. And I don't run an offense. And I know this. This doesn't look good. This doesn't look good at all. I just hope these guys can get it together. I honestly don't really think it's the players. I think it's the offensive play calling. Offensive play calling looks lackluster and crap. If you want Garner Minshew to throw screen passes, one time every 4 downs? Come on, man. Let him sling the ball down the field. That's what he was doing. That's what he did in preseason. That's where he had most of his success. Slinging the ball down the field to Trey Tucker. To me, it was too conservative. Offensive play calling was too conservative. And why can't we win in LA? Why can't we beat the Chargers in LA?
I don't know.
I'm sorry. Fucking bullshit, though, man.
No. Don't be sorry.
Can we custom this show, Jack?
Go ahead there, brother.
No, I was asking because usually you don't like us cussing on your lives. Can we?
No, fuck it. No, go on. Go ahead.
Okay.
It's not that I don't like me cussing. Is that when I first did this for the Northeast Streaming Sports Network, I was told, please don't have your people cuss. They've amended that. You can fucking cuss your ass off.
Wow, I mean, I agree with critique. I mean, the offensive play calling just wasn't good. Like the performance as a whole, outside of look, like I'm going to be the one guy who's going to try to be positive. Like the defense, I thought for the most part was impressive. Just the run defense is continuing to be an Achilles heel of the team, and hopefully we can do something to make that a little bit better moving forward, right?
What was up with that sideways pass? How come we don't get the tuck rule? Come on, I mean, I know they threw that law out a couple years ago, but
it went backwards as well.
It went backwards.
Well, yeah, there was no tuck. There was no tuck.
He tried. But I'm just being optimistic and Raider blinders. I got my Raider blinders on. He
threw the ball as a lateral. He knew it was a fucking lateral because he tried to go and get it out of bounds. But that's my point. My point is that as the professional, as the veteran, he should not.
Captain Jack froze.
Yeah, Captain Jack froze. Look, I can say this. it is what it is because our offensive play calling sucked, but Minshew sucked it up too. I don't care fucking what his numbers look like. Minshew sucked it up. While DC over there putting up 44 points with New Orleans, by the way, he had 2 touchdowns in the first quarter. But no, we got to get rid of DC. No, we got everything else but a quarterback now, except for maybe a running back. We let Jacobs walk too. So, you know, if we see play like this, I'm going to go ahead and go out on a limb that we're going to lose Devontae Adams by week 6. We keep playing like this, and we ain't got a quarterback who's really going to just take the bull by the horns and drive us to victory. Devontae's going to want out of here.
All right, Katik. I mean, I hear what you're saying, but like again, I'm just as disappointed, and I'm not as happy as what every single one of us is. But at the same time, I'm not going to jump off the cliff just yet. It's just been 1 week. Let's give it a little bit more time before we start kicking some tires and making some big changes. You know what I mean? Like, I'm still going to give Gardner Minshew a chance next week. I'm still going to give Zamir the offensive play calling a chance next week. But you know, hopefully we can be better. Like, I guess just take this into consideration. We won our first game last year, right? Yep. How did that go the rest of the season? So
it was up and down.
One game doesn't dictate how the rest of the season's going to go. Okay, so just let's just stay calm, not act like the sky's falling. I'm not happy either, but week 1 is week 1. There's still 16 games left of the season, so let's see how it shakes out.
Finally get it. Are we going to finally put it together by week 6? You know, I sit there and you look at other teams, and they've got it together by the time they jump in week 1. And then there's other teams like us where our starters played all of preseason, and they don't look like they know what they're doing when they get out there. I hate to say it. You know what I mean? But we look like a peewee football team. Offensively, we don't look good. Defensively, though, I mean, literally, this defense can carry us, but you got to have more than 10 fucking points. You can't just score 10 points and expect to win. The defense held them to 22. And I think that if our offense would have been more competitive, the Chargers wouldn't even got 22. I mean,
where's Captain Jack?
I would love to come back.
Jack is live.
We're taking over his channel here. It's kind of like Raiders World Order over on Captain Jack's channel. Yeah, dude. Just in case you guys don't know, we actually we do shows together all the time. You can come check us out over on Apicasi's channel on YouTube, or you can stop by the Raider Critique. If we're not doing Raider content, we're gaming. So, like, you always pretty much see us together.
Right. Just feels a little bit weird. This is not our live, and the host isn't here.
Yeah, it's like home though, don't it? I mean, shit. Let's go ahead and start ripping into these motherfuckers like we normally do on our own channel. No, we'll leave those guys at them.
The guys who tell people that they don't know football. No names, right?
No names at all. They just try to tell NFL football players they know nothing about football. Dudes like Eddie Cade.
Yeah, Eddie Cade.
Which, speaking of that, man, where is, like, I haven't spoke to Stewart in a long time. Where is Stu Schwager? Have you guys seen him? Has anybody seen him lately? Has he been doing any lives?
Yeah, I've seen. He was doing some live the other day, and I see Raider Twan. I see your comment in the chat. The hell would you? Punk. Nah, you good. I love you. And Edward Winchell. Look, I'll leave a comment in the chat. If you just type that in YouTube, you'll find it.
Yeah, dude. Jacobs was the best running back we've had in 10 years.
Right, but at the same time, look, like, as is the case with Carr, I'm not going to talk about who's not here anymore. I'm going to talk about what we do have. And again, like, I wasn't too impressed with the rushing attack. That needs to be better. I mean, like I said before, and you pointed out, every single running back was averaging under 4 yards per carry. That is not good enough.
You're not going to win games like that because then the defense is going to direct everything to pass rush and pass coverage. They're not scared of your running game. If they're not scared of your running game, your quarterback's a sitting duck no matter how many badass wide receivers you got out there. If they know you're throwing the ball, you know, you've done become one-dimensional, and I think that's what we've become.
Right.
Offensively, we've become one-dimensional. We can't run the ball.
Which is a problem with when our quarterback situation is in flux. I mean, you know,
exactly.
Gardner Minshew didn't get a jump done if he continues the trend, and if we move on to AOC and he doesn't get it done either, like it's going to be a big problem not having a rushing attack that can be efficient enough. Again, I'm going to highlight under 4 yards per carry is just not good enough. No matter how you cook it or how you cut it, that needs to be better.
Man, it sickened me to watch us give up all those rushing yards up the middle, though.
Right.
It was up the middle. Both of those big major runs that they had were up the middle.
Yeah. And you know what's weird is that, like, Tony Romo, you know, on the I think the very first one that went up the middle for a big gain, Tony Romo called that they were going to stunt on the far side with Crosby and Wilkins, and sure enough, they did stunt and they ran up the middle, and that was when they had the big gain by what's their running back? Gus Edwards?
J.K. Dobbins. I've got him on my fantasy team. He scored me hella points, but I was pissed. I was like, he put up like 42 points for me. He's like, God damn it. I was hoping that somebody else would have had a better game, not this dude. He's the only Charger I got on my team.
This is exactly why I don't like fantasy football. It's giving you reasons to root for things that are detrimental against the Raiders. You know what I mean? That's why I don't like it. And if I'm playing it, I don't take it seriously because I don't want any reason to root for anything that's detrimental to my Raiders. You know what I'm saying?
Hell, as soon as it happened, after the first round, I was like, okay, that's good enough. That's all you get. That's all you need to get. You know, I don't need no more fucking points out of you. I'm already up by fucking 70. So I don't just chill out. Stop running on my damn defense like this.
Pizzle brought up a good point. Diablo was out of position too. Yeah, that happened too. You know, so yeah.
Hey, let's talk about Tyree Wilson. Let's talk about that fucking bum. He couldn't even be fucking healthy for week 1. This is what I was complaining about in my last live. Can't we draft somebody who's gonna be healthy for week 1? Hell, fucking Tyree Wilson, this is 2 years in a row. You fucking bum. Wasted pick. Wasted.
Hang on a second. That comment there by LVR, like 3.5 yards in reality is okay. What the hell are you talking about? That's not okay.
It's not okay. You need to average at least 4.
Okay. What realm are you from? Come on, dog.
I see what he's kind of saying. You know what I mean? Because it's okay, but okay's not good enough when your quarterback.
I don't care how you cook it or cut it.
I mean, it's not like we got fucking Aaron Rodgers quarterback in the helm over here. We have a middle tier quarterback who's only okay.
Right. And Tyree Wilson not being available. This for me was a very crucial time for him to be unavailable, considering what we all know was Malcolm Kuntz being out with injury. I mean, we do have Denarius Robinson and Charles Snowden, who showed me more in preseason than Tyree Wilson, who has been very disappointing as of up to this point. And he had a golden opportunity this week and moving forward until Kuntz comes back to at least assert himself as a decent player and give us a little bit of confidence. You know what I mean? Because so far he's done what? You know, like for a first round draft selection in the top 10, I don't care how you cook it or cut it. Like it needs to be better. I'm not asking him to be a Pro Bowl, All Pro, this and that, but now that he's got an opportunity to assert himself as a starter, he needs to be doing that and a decent job of it. So when he does come back healthy, I'm going to be paying close attention to him, and he better be showing me something. And the rest of us, because there's a lot of us, not just me, who are just as displeased with the return we've got so far from Wilson this far. So, yeah.
He's the Jamarcus Russell of defensive ends. Mark my words. Jamarcus Russell of defensive ends. I mean, shit, when he finally got playing time last year, he couldn't even get off on the ball at the right snap count. He was so late every damn time. And and this is not what you want to see out of a first-round pick. Not somebody who was picked so damn high up. We could have had Jalen Carter. Look at how good he's doing over there in Philly. But I'm not going to bitch about this anymore. We lost 22-10. I've got a few motherfuckers who are going to wind up walking the plank when I do my show. Definitely got a few. So show up. Show up to that one. But I've always taken Charger week. When we lose to the Chargers, I always take it pretty damn hard. I hate the Chargers, so.
I don't like any of our division rivals. I mean, I don't like any other team that isn't the Raiders, but especially our division rivals. But I don't know. I guess with the amount of success they've had lately, I'd say the Chiefs will still be at the top of my list. Yeah, but Chargers, I'm not a big fan. But it was their week. Congratulations to them. Hopefully, we can get the job done when we're in home, when we play at home next. When's the next time we play the Chargers?
I think it's week 7, like week 16 or 17. I think it's the last week of the year, 17 or 18. We won't see him till the end of the year.
Well, hopefully, when we play them next time, it can be better. Our offense can start to get a little bit better and get the job done. And in yesteryears, when we played the Chargers late, when we're making a playoff push, especially in the last game of the season, we come up short. So hopefully, I hope it doesn't come to that. But if it does come to that, hopefully it can be different. The results can be better this time around.
He says, stats. Asylum 77, I don't give a fuck what the stats say if the fucking eye test doesn't catch it, bro. He's not getting it done. Show me in the stats where he's getting it done for a first-round pick, please. Show me and I'll shut up. But until then, I'm going to keep running my mouth. He fucking sucks. He's terrible.
Well, Tyree didn't play this game. My only reason for talking about Tyree is that he had a golden opportunity to assert himself, something he should have done in preseason. I mean, the guy was getting bullied and pushed around by second, third stringers, guys who were fighting for a roster spot or might probably not even on an NFL roster now that preseason is done. So that's why I thought it was important for Tyree, and it's still going to be important for Tyree these next 3 games to assert himself as a decent player in his own right. Like I said, I'm not asking him to be Pro Bowler, All Pro, and do this, that, whatever. But at the same time, when you've got Max Crosby and Christian Wilkins playing on the other side of you, there's no reason why you shouldn't be able to do your part. And as a guy who was picked in the top 10 of the NFL draft, that's the very least expectation, not a rotational guy who's not even good at doing that.
I mean, really, you would expect with having those 2 badass dudes up front that Tyree would get through and start making some plays, right? I mean, shit, that's one of the best defensive linemen, if not the best defensive lineman in the league, paired up with a top 3 defensive end in the league. To the very least, you would think Tyree would be able to get in there and get something. That tells me right there, that speaks volumes. You know what I mean? And if he was that damn good, why didn't he beat Kuntz out this year? That's just me, man. But time will tell. We'll find out on whether it's or not, but I'm calling bust. And by the way, the channel is The Raider Critique right here on YouTube. spelled just like my name. You can select my name. It'll take you straight to my channel. One of the longest running podcasters here on YouTube. I've been doing this since 2011.
Yep. Can I ask the chat? Does anybody in the chat know what's happened to Captain Jack? Has he reached out to anyone? Because I mean, I feel a bit bad. Like I was kind of, this is his live, it's his show. We're supposed to be here for the ride, not really taken over, so to say. But look, I'll once again just reiterate. It's week one. There's a lot of things that I agree with. I mean, most of us can agree with where the issues lie. Hopefully, it can be better. Am I going to jump off a cliff and feel like the sky is falling? Not yet. It's just week one. So yeah, we know what you do about Cap.
What do you do about Cap? Hopefully, he'll come back in.
Right. Well, like I said, this is his live. It's not. We're supposed to be here for the ride. Not supposed to be taking.
Right. I wonder, are they getting a hurricane over there in Florida? Does anybody know? I know we're supposed to get one up here in Texas sometime soon. It's coming from Mexico.
Right.
Yeah, I agree with Leaky Tupoyu, or however you.
Leaky Tupoyu.
It's going to be a long fucking season. Except for Chandler Jones.
Asylum, I've shared the panel with you before. I'm not one of those guys. I'm not going to scream that the sky is falling just yet. To give it time to shake out.
No, there's definitely 17 more weeks, but we got to fucking play better than this. We've got to play better than this, especially against a division rival. We play like this against the Chiefs, and they're going to wipe the floor with us. And then next thing you know, old dude with the fucking Kermit the Frog Mahomes fucking puppet is going to wind up catching all the blame for the ass whooping we're about to receive. Oh, did everybody forget about that? Or is everybody fucking popping their pharmaceutical pills trying to forget about everything? Trust me.
Well, who do we're playing the Ravens next week, right?
Yeah, Ravens are next.
Is it a home game or is it away?
I don't know, man. I think don't get me to lying. Let me look.
Okay, so Edward says he said keep the ball rolling, but won't be back. It's okay. So we got the Ravens. Ravens in Baltimore. Okay, I got you.
I'd rather play them in Baltimore. Hey, what's going on, Matt? Good, because it's better to play them in fucking in at least somewhat decent weather.
Okay. Right. So I don't know, man. Hopefully we can get it done. I mean, Baltimore played the Chiefs, didn't they, and took them to the limit, right?
Leave the emotions to it's hard to leave the emotions to the side, bro. When I've been sitting here doing this since 2011, and the only thing I've seen is 2 playoff berths with 2 first-round eliminations. And I know you've been seeing it too with your number 77. Looks like you've been a Raider fan just about as long as I have, if not a little bit longer. Aren't you getting a little disgruntled of watching us do the same dreaded circulation over and over and over again, expecting a different result? That's called insanity. It's called insanity, man. You gotta fucking get upset when we keep repeating the same mistakes over and over and over again. We get a defense, don't have a quarterback. We get a quarterback, don't have a defense. You know what I mean? We get a running back, we get a quarterback, don't have a defense. Then we lose the running back. I mean, when are we gonna finally get it together? Straight up. And we got fucking outcoached. I would say AP kind of got outcoached today. I would say Lou Getzey got outcoached today. But I'm not going to put so much more on AP, man, because I know he's a rookie head coach. He's still trying to find his footing. But damn, the growing pains suck, man. Watching this do this all over and over and over again.
I feel your pain, Critique. I mean, I haven't known much success in my time. My time isn't as long as what your time is, but you know, the lack of success is frustrating. Yes, but like I said before, I'm going to say it again. Like, this is just week one. Was it disappointing? Absolutely. Unimpressive. Lots of problems that I'm hoping can kind of solve itself, or we can work on and shore up for next week. Against the Ravens, you know, they took the Super Bowl champions, the Chiefs, to the limit, and we better bring our A game if we're going to play them in their home field and come away with the win, right?
Let's say it's going to be a good measuring stick next week on how well we're going to stack up with the top teams in the NFL.
It's going to be a gut check.
Team.
Right. Yeah, they're no joke. They're a good team. I mean, Lamar Jackson's still one of the elite quarterbacks in the league. I don't know about their defense. I don't know too much about their team, if I'm going to be honest, outside of Lamar Jackson. But like, I do know that they took the Chiefs to the limit this week, so they're definitely a team that's going to give us a good run for our money, and it's going to be a gut check for us. Like, it's going to be very tough for us Raider fans to be faithful moving forward as we start the season on. So we need to bounce back win.
Right. Well, man, I'm going to go ahead and get on.
We can agree on critique by asylum. You know, one game at a time. Next week is another day. Baltimore didn't look dominant, so who's to say how it turns out? Right. That's all I'm trying to say. I'm disappointed as much as you guys are too, but I'm not going to act like this guy's fallen down yet. Like, it's week one, and like I highlighted before, maybe I'm saying the same things again, but I'll say it again. Remember last season, we won game one, and look how the rest of the season panned out. You know what I'm saying? When it was Josh McDaniels, before we made the change to Antonio Pierce. So one game win or loss doesn't dictate how the rest of the season is going to go. We've got plenty of time to work on our weaknesses and get it right.
Hey, I hope we can stop the run next week, man. And quarterback contain is going to be, hopefully, #1 priority. Keep him in the pocket and force him to throw the damn ball. Make him beat us with his arm, not his legs. I can accept that if he beats us with his arm. Good play. But, I mean, we need to stop him from running all over the damn field on us.
Well, there's something that we can be positive about this week. I don't know about you, but I was very impressed with our quarterback. Jacorian Bennett, I thought it was very pleasing to see that he's starting to establish himself as that outside corner, which was, for me, like looking at the roster on the defense side of the ball, was the question mark before the season started. Who's going to take that outside role? We know what we have in Jack Jones, or what we should have. We know what we should have in Nate Hobbs, but the other outside corner position was the question mark. And I think Jacorian Bennett has continued what he showed us in preseason, and that is to emerge as that other guy on the outside. I mean, do you remember that play he made when he covered that guy man to man when they threw the deep ball? I think it was in the first quarter. I was very impressed by that, and I didn't notice him or anyone getting glaringly beat from that secondary room. So for me, if I'm going to provide some positive objectivity, I was impressed with the secondary.
I was impressed with the defense. I couldn't even really hate on the defense for giving up 22 points because they held strong for so long just to watch the offense go 3 and out after 3 and out after fumble, turnover, interception. It just, to me, the defense did what they had to do. The offense didn't score enough points. The defense looked impressive today, all up until the point when Jack Jones got thrown out the game. So,
like I said, glaringly bad and continues to be an Achilles heel. Like I said, the run defense. I mean, I don't know how we're going to work on that or improve it, but it needs to be better.
Yeah, we need
those two big runs up the field happened at crucial points of the game and cost us. So I don't know what changes need to be made, but hopefully something.
Hopefully, maybe he's got the answer, man. Make the changes need to be made so we can start winning games. I'm out of here, bro. You take care of yourself, AR. And if you guys want to check me out, man, you can come look me up at The Raider Critique on YouTube. I'm also on Instagram underneath the same name, The Raider Critique. Twitter is InGun421. So I'm out of here. AR, I love you, brother, man. We'll catch you later, bro. And let's see. Hopefully we'll get them next week.
For sure.
Hey, we're still going to the Super Bowl until we're not, bro. We're still going to the Super Bowl in 1 week. It's only 1 week. Remember, the Raider Critique, where we tell the truth with intensity and we don't drink the corporate Kool-Aid. That's just the way it works, man. And AR, you guys already know about AR, don't you? That's Raiders World Order. You need to go and check out that channel if you don't. He likes to put people in the bathroom. I like to make people walk the plank. Really great shows, man. Really good entertainment and good wholesome fun. I'm not going to say family fun, but we're definitely wholesome fun.
You mean you're not going to claim to be a family-friendly channel and swear every 2 seconds?
Nope, definitely not a family-friendly channel. If you have any kids in the room and you see my face hit the screen, you probably should escort them out of the room with earmuffs over their ears. At least I'm man enough to tell you, hey, before I start going off, you might want to remove your kids. Because as you can see, I ain't got no kids around me, and I got a shit ton of them. They're just not here in this room with me right now because of the way I speak when it comes to this team.
For sure.
Later on, bro.
I'm probably going to dip on out of here too, man. So take care. I think Captain Jack's having technical issues, so I'm not going to hijack it live anymore for much longer. I'm just going to finish up by saying, look, once again, I'm not as happy and as displeased what everyone else is in the chat, but like I said, let's just not panic. The sky hasn't fallen yet. It's week 1. See how the rest of the games shake out. If we go into week 2 and we come away with a victory, we're going to be seeing a whole different tune next week. So let's just wait and see before we start acting like but anyways,
6 and the sky is falling, bro. That's all I'm saying. I'm not going to jump ship yet. I'm not going to jump ship at all. I'm going to go down with it. But 0-6, that's when I would start being worried.
Well, let's not talk about negative hypotheticals until we get there, right?
Right.
Let's just hold fast. Okay, Cap. All right, everyone. Peace out. Salute to Captain Jack. Thank you for having us on.
Thank you.
So we can get on the live stream next time. But anyways, gang, take care. Go Raiders. All right. Afakasi out. Peace.